What's up, everybody? So I'm dropping this as kind of a last minute type of thing. Didn't make an announcement. Yeah. So we're gonna jump right into this here. Anybody shows up, thank you so much for coming on. I was gonna record this, but I said, nah, I'm just gonna do it live. All right, so we're gonna pay attention to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has decided to win friends and influence people. So we're gonna check out the things he had to say. Now, first he was going after Jasmine Crockett, and he had to apologize for that. But we'll get into that a little bit. So let's take a listen. Somebody did a montage of everything that Stephen A. Smith has said. So let's take a look at the montage of things that Stephen A. Smith has said.
Now Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself. I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Work is saying that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him since the Republicans have the Senate and the House. But maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituency. Because like Joe Manchin said, he's there to represent, or was there for 15 years to represent, the people of West Virginia. She's supposed to be there to represent the people of Texas. I don't know. Maybe that just sounds ignorant because it's so simple. But it ain't that damn complicated. We make it complicated. Damn, it's frustrating. It really can be. This educated, brilliant black woman representing over 750,000 people is engaging in verbiage and rhetoric for the streets. And that's fine when you're in the streets. How many of y'all bring the streets to the table when you're at the negotiating table trying to get a deal done? How many of you are able to think that for a second that you're able to bring street verbiage to Capitol Hill and that's going to work for you? You literally have senators and congressional figures on Capitol Hill on the side of the Republicans telling the networks, whether it's Fox News, News Nation, or anybody else, please, please, please put her front and center on camera. Why would they do that? Because they know it wins for them. You know, the other day I got heat because they said I was insulting Jasmine Crockett. Why you got to call out the sister? Because the sister's the one sounding like that. I know she's intelligent. I know she's accomplished. I know she's smart. That's not what I said. What I said was, that's not how you sounded. You sounded belligerent talking about the president. You're a representative representing the state of Texas in your district in Texas. They didn't send you there for that. They sent you there to find a way to get what you can for us while he's in office, while assisting him getting out of office so you could get somebody in there who's more favorable to my district. Same thing with AOC. Same thing with Eric Swalwell in California. Same thing with any elected official. Your job is not to go there and say, derail the president. I could do that. You're a representative. You're an elected official. You're on Capitol Hill. What are you doing? You're supposed to be working. You cannot be working if all you're saying is, I don't care what he comes up with. I'm not agreeing to it. You can't, listen, you can't figure out what, listen, he's the president. I don't like it. But
Notice how quiet these brothers are. They ain't saying nothing like, nah, brother, we don't agree with you, what you're saying.
And he gonna be here till 2028. I got 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 constituents to deal with. Man, let me see what I can get.
So yeah, there you have it.
All right, so that's this brother put together that montage there. So I want to know your thoughts and your opinions, right? I really didn't pay a lot of attention to it. So I think that the issue is, I'm not. The issue is with this particular thing is that a lot of brothers have been saying, particularly in this quote unquote space, manosphere space, call it what you want, have been very critical, saying he's been getting attention and getting heat because you can't check mama. Nobody can say anything to black women in particular. I don't know. I definitely can see what I see both sides. I see both sides. He's saying you want to get anything done, you can't go there antagonizing this man because it's going to shut down communication. You're not going anything that you want to put your name to or put forth an agenda. You're not going to get anything about that. The other side of the coin is we're not getting anything anyway. They're doing what they want, so you might as well say something. They had government shutdowns. This guy's running rampant through the White House. Right, they're shooting at boats all over the place in Venezuela and off Venezuelan waters and all kind of crazy stuff. Just this whole administration is just up in arms and just up and just craziness is going on. So Jasmine Crockett is like, I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, right? Because anything else is not getting us anything anyway. So I definitely can understand a little bit of that. So I'd like to know your thoughts, your opinions. Can you now to the question about can you criticize mama? That's another question, right? We tend to address that a little bit in this particular space. However, did he take it too far or did he not go far enough? You know, it's an interesting question. So let's put this up. So he had to apologize. So after he got so much heat, and I'm sure the people were coming after, and the people when they start apologizing and stuff, what they really start doing is they start coming after the money. So I'm quite sure that his radio show got some phone calls and got some subscribers up in arms and saying, you got to check this dude. That's what I think happened. I don't know that for sure, but I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive that is what happened. He didn't go far enough, Landon says. Stephen Hayes' hairline. Landon says, God not see bred into Negroes, but this thumb-headed ninja is right. Let me greet some people here. Again, I just kind of dropped this to the last second here. So good evening to you, Michael. Salute to Landon. Red Pill Sleeper Cell, welcome. Yoli, what's good? And I want to know your guys' thoughts about, whether he was out of pocket or not. And Landon is saying he didn't go far enough. So this comes from the Hill. So apparently he had to apologize for all this kind of craziness, right? Stephen A. Smith apologizes to Crockett over a street verbiage remark, right? Trying to say she's hood. And Jasmine Crockett didn't grow up in the hood, right? She went to private schools and all that kind of stuff, so, right? So she's not hood. Take it for what it's worth. Pundit Stephen A. Smith apologized this week for comments he made criticizing Representative Jasmine Crockett and her approach to politics. Smith, in his previous remarks, had described language Crockett used to blast Republicans as rhetoric for the streets and questioned how it would serve the people in her district. The comment sparked off swift backlash and calls by some on the social media for Smith to be removed from his several media perches, including Sirius XM radio show and ESPN Morning Talk First Take. Yeah, when they start calling for your head, you're gonna start changing your tune. You're gonna start changing your tune. Get some yeah. So so you could either apologize or we're gonna take you off the air because we're not gonna risk this money. If the US don't understand anything else, they understand money. So you better get it together. Rhonda, what part of Texas you from? Is Jasmine Crockett your people there? Is she your people? Welcome, Rhonda. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't even like Stephen A, but Jasmine Crockett acts like a clown. She definitely does some crazy stuff sometimes. I was watching one of the Senate hearings recently, and I don't even think she asked a question. She was just monologuing the whole time. It's crazy. It's all the same cultural uniform. It has nothing to do with education. Well, it definitely has nothing to do with education. Yeah. That's becoming apparent and unfortunate. I get it now. With President Trump feeding into that nonsense, giving him fodder or ammunition. He should have understood that from the jump. He really should have understood that these people are going to jump on that. To continue to go out there and talk about our black women that way, I got it. I don't like it at all. I don't want to be associated with nothing like that. And I apologize because I respect the hell out of Jasmine Crockett and what she has accomplished. Smith said in his comments, first highlighted by Mediate. I absolutely do, and I appreciate the fact that she's compelled to fight the way that she's fought, the way that she fights because of what she's dealing with. Again, Smith, a former sports journalist. Is he a former sports journalist? Isn't he still doing that? And longtime cable commentator, has been increasingly outspoken on political issues in recent months. That turned has fueled speculation he might one day run for president, a suggestion the 58-year-old analyst and host repeatedly dismissed. Stephen A. Smith, who's saying Stephen A. Smith is going to run for president? What kind of, what are they talking about? Anyway, so he had to apologize for all that montage we just watched. So that's that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Some of it's all theater. I think Jasmine Crockett is sometimes over the top. But listen, given the particular environment, I get it. I get why she's, as animated as she is, number one, personality, number two, as a little bit of culture. But can you criticize Mama? That's an even bigger question. Can you criticize Mama? Can you criticize Mama? Rhonda says, I'm in the suburbs north of Dallas, but her district is in southern sector of Dallas. Okay. And are they trying to gerrymander there in Texas as well? I know they're looking at the court decision in Louisiana, and what else is in California is working on something so they can't gerrymander there as well. So it's intentional cooning for Miss Ann and the rest of the liberal base, and I'm an independent. I don't know. Is she intentionally cooning for Miss Ann? I don't know. I don't know if I buy that one. I think she's definitely just being herself and trying to make some sparks and just trying to represent. Yeah, they are trying. It's really a shame. That's really a shame what's going on here. And again, when you look at what's going on here, you can't help but be outspoken because they're doing it anyway. And based on what I was actually listening to a podcast, I was driving home, and they were talking about at least 19 seats flipping, which could keep the majority of the Republicans, because they know that what Trump is doing right now is so unpopular with this whole No Kings protest that they just had over the weekend. They know that what he's doing is so unpopular, and in order to keep power and maintain their dominance, they got to gerrymander all these different districts. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's crazy. Represent what? All right. So that's that one. So somebody sent me this, and I wanna this is really what I want to talk about here. So as I mentioned, I was driving home, got home, walked in the house, checked my email, and somebody sent me a post about Shannon Sharpe calling out Stephen A. Smith. I'm hoping that this doesn't get demonetized or whatever. She reminds me of so-called super mayor in Illinois. I think she's a little more refined than a super mayor. She's certainly, as brazen a little bit, but she's actually a little more refined. Well, maybe refined is the wrong word, but she's definitely more knowledgeable. She understands what she's doing. I mean, you watch her in these Senate hearings, right? She's well put together and all that kind of stuff. So, but again, I don't follow her very much. Yeah, I wonder what that lady's doing. Tiffany Henyard. I wonder what she's doing now, right? She got voted out, so which was crazy. That took way too long. All right, so let's watch this here. This was sent to me. Somebody asked my opinion about this, so we're gonna check it out. This is Shannon Sharpe saying that Stephen A. is no real true friend. We got to speed this up here. Share. Shannon Sharpe calls out the fake friends versus real ones, including Stephen A. All right, let's check this out. Hopefully this isn't just some bait and switch here. Let me speed it up here so we don't get demonetized and all that kind of stuff, right? Y'all hit the like button, considering the super chats and all that kind of stuff, right? Super chats. Let me put this at the bottom here so we don't, in case we get demonetized or whatever. Here we go. Hit the like button.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe.
See, that's perfect. Boom. Hey, honey, I wrote a poem for you. Hey, honey, let me write you a love letter.
Hold on.
Recite some Shakespeare to your girl or something.
Hold on. I thought I'm saying you got somebody say to be married in 2 years.
Yeah.
You heard that joke? Troll it for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, just because y'all don't see me, I'm listening and watching now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, you married? Hey Joe, you married, huh?
Nah,
Close enough.
I ain't married.
Close enough.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
common law.
listen. Hold on, stay with me.
He
Joe.
just ain't got no paperwork.
Hey,
Who is that? I don't even. I know I recognize him. Who's the dude on the extreme right there? The fro. I can't remember. I know he looks familiar. I know he's more than likely to play ball. I can't remember who he is though. Anybody knows who that is? Let me know. I think Tiffany Henry's trying to write a book. She can definitely write a book. I'm the first black male to criticize mama and my family and basically infamous for it. Yeah, well, you're gonna be infamous for that. You cannot, Joe Jackson. Is that Joe Jackson? Okay, man, it's been a long time since I watched sports. Okay, Joe Jackson. All right, okay, Joe Jackson. All right, here we go.
listen, this is what we can do. We could all make this official and have a trifecta wedding.
Hold on.
Yeah, we can have a
Hey,
trifecta
I'm
wedding.
official. I just ain't got no whistle. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Johnson. Okay,
I'm
Joe
good.
Johnson.
Yeah, we back. We
Joe Johnson. Okay.
back. I
He
like.
probably watching.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Joe be knowing. Yes.
You feel me now?
It's time. Hey, Joe,
Huh.
it's time to come home. It's time to come home.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's about that time. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
we not getting no younger.
Nah, I ain't.
Hey, Joe, I tried to explain to Unc. I say the older we get, the chances of getting what we want, it becomes slim.
Are these brothers talking about getting married now after Shannon been through what he been through? Now you talking about getting married and settling down? What is he, 58? Now you want to do it?
Because what's available out there right now, don't nobody else want. Because that's why it's available.
Ooh.
You hear me? Joe, stay with me,
hey.
man.
Yeah, you get to a certain age, you know,
Hey,
you get what you can, not what you want to.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the pickings is slim now.
Hey, it's a tough time to be dating now, boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
what?
Listen, hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Hold on. These three millionaires talking about how tough it is out here. Oh my God. Man, you know it's bad. You know it's bad when millionaires are talking about how tough it is out here. Yes, thank you for that, Brother Darkness. Fair use. Yes. But you know, it's rough out here when millionaires are talking about how tough it is out here. They can't find anybody.
Hey, boy, I waved my white flag long time ago.
I remember, we got back to school closed. It was like a week before school. Everything done been picked over.
Right.
Hey, Joe, it wasn't no early. We get the last 2 weeks. Everything done been picked over. Everybody else that tried the jeans on, that tried the shirt on, that had their feet in the shoe. That's where they came up. Because I remember when I was coming up, Joe, people be trying the shoes on just their bare foot.
Yeah.
You ain't had no socks. You know, they just started. You laughing, Ocho? I ain't lying. You people had their breath like, damn. Hey, let me get them what he just had. But that was back in the day. So, but it's time to come on in, Ocho. It's time to come on home.
Ooh, man.
It is what it is. And I'm at fault too. I'm at fault too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's probably true, Glorious. They probably do pass around the same women, right? The same ones at the same clubs, same games, same parties. Yeah, that's true. That's probably true. Shannon, Goofy, I need to get a passport to keep it moving. They didn't choose Wiley before they made millions. Yeah, they didn't.
As I've gotten older, I've tried. I struck out. Huh? I've tried. I've struck out. But you know, I'm back at the plate. That's the one thing I love about baseball is at some point, as much as you strike out, you will get your opportunity to be at the plate again. And right now,
this brother don't watch baseball. If you keep striking out, they're gonna sit you on the bench. you might have struck out in the third inning. By the time you come up again in the fifth or sixth inning, they might sit you down. But anyway, we take his point.
well, I'm about to hit the home run.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know my
call
problem
me,
was, Ocho?
call me Vagero.
Shohei Ohtani?
No, not
Shohei.
Ohtani. What's
Aaron Judge?
Play for the Blue Jays.
Oh, Vlad Guerrero Jr.?
I'm Guerrero Jr. Huh? Yes, sir. Yeah,
man,
The
thing was, you know my problem with Ocho?
Talk to me.
Looking for perfection.
Ooh, take your time.
It ain't out.
One, was she the perfect height?
Uh-huh.
She was the perfect complexion.
Come on now.
She had the perfect build. She had the perfect.
Uh-huh.
Bro, you not gonna find all that in one.
Oh, listen, they are dropping game. I can see why somebody wanted me to review this now. Okay, they're dropping some game here. These millionaires talking about you can't find game. I mean, you can't find a perfection. So, you're looking for this and that, and listen, you guys, sometimes you got to work with what you got. Do the best you can. At least that's their philosophy now. Now that they spunt the block, right? Now that they're in the 50s.
You just listen. I've come to the realization. I've got to find a woman.
Now he come to the realization after he got chewed up by Monique. After he been lost, what? How did he lose? How much did he lose? $30 million, $25 million, something. You lost all these millions of dollars. Now you come to this realization. Come on now.
And have enough of the qualities that I'm looking for, that I'm willing to overlook the ones that she don't have. Woo! It took me 57 years to realize that there's no such thing as perfection, although we constantly try to achieve it.
Talk to him.
So now I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Right.
You're enough.
Yes.
You're tall enough. You fine enough. The complexion is enough.
Yes.
Everything is enough.
Come on now.
And it took me a while to realize that, because I'm like, I'm trying to be perfect.
A $22 million payday will have you wake up real quick. Real quick.
Hell, I want the perfect person.
Yeah.
That's why I ate the way I ate. That's why I trained, because I was trying to be perfect.
Yes.
Shannon, and my sister just said, Shannon, you realize you're not going to be perfect, right? You realize you flawed. You are flawed. I don't know why.
We all are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
listen,
like,
listen. I would love to be a therapist. I would love to be a counselor for my sisters, because they have expectations, and I love people having expectations and having wants and needs and wanting requirements for people that they date to meet those qualifications. You hear me? What y'all laughing at?
I'm listening, bro.
yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though, Ocho.
But stay with
Go
me
ahead.
real quick, huh?
I want to hear this one.
What are the chances if you ask a woman, Joe? If you ask a woman, what is she looking for in a man? You feel me? And she'll run down the list.
Who's heavy on the complexion thing? Shannon? They keep calling him Unc. I'm not gonna call him Unc. I'm too old to be calling this man Unc. Shannon is high on the complexion thing. I know he's talked about his own complexion and how he was overlooked. I know that. Chad's funny. Yeah. I'm from the South. Southern Negroes are bred hard-headed simps. It is what it is. Yeah. I know sometimes, I think Landon, I seen you in BGS's chat. He talked about that. I think it was last night. He talked about that heavy. Heavy about that.
Joe,
Yeah.
if you ask a woman, what is she looking for in a man? You feel me? And she'll run down the list of all the qualities and all the requirements that she wants. And it's a Build-A-Bear. It's not real. The expectations aren't realistic. So everyone is looking for this not imaginary, but you'll meet a guy that'll meet half of what you want. And
now these guys talking from a personal experience of just what they're seeing on the internet, because there's no way in the world you can convince me that these brothers are struggling out here. Dang it, where's my water? These brothers are out here struggling. Certainly not when they were in the leagues. But even now, they can't be struggling. Can't be. I can't believe that.
you know what? Nah, he ain't no good. No, he work at Sears. Oh, he work at Macy's. I can't do nothing with that.
Ocho,
Yeah.
the easiest thing you'll do is to get with a person. Getting with is the easy part. Staying is what's hard.
Man.
Basketball came easy to Joe. Football came easy to you and I. But guess what we had to do? We had to practice. We had to study. We had to lift weights. We had to train. All that goes towards work. Working. You see, everybody gets to the relationship, and then that's it. You've got to work every single day, because the person that you met yesterday is not the person today. The person that you go to bed with tonight gonna wake up. And so now, instead of finding a reason to break up, can I find a reason to stay? In the words of Earth, Wind, and Fire, can I find a reason? Just one. Can I find one reason to stay?
Reasons. The reason that we
Love game's been played. All of our reason was a.
Come on now. Take your time.
Right.
So now.
Wow. I mean, wow. Now you waking up. Now you waking up at what did he lose? Let me look this up. What did he lose? How much did lose his? Is he still getting sued, or is that over? We don't know. They don't tell us. We just assume it was like. Oh, wait, was it 50 million? Hold on a second. This says Shannon Sharpe. This comes from USA Today. Shannon Sharpe out at ESPN after settlement in $50 million grape lawsuit. It doesn't tell us how much he lost, but they assume, okay, they didn't tell us, but that's how much he wanted. Okay, crazy. And then now he learns these lessons. Man,
it
what a
took me a
lesson.
while because I Ocho, man,
Yeah.
you, hey, damn. Nah, Shannon, because at the end of the day, the way she looked today, she ain't gonna look like that 10 years from now. She ain't gonna look like from 20 years from now. And that booty that's up on the shoulders,
Yeah,
it's gonna be down by her knees, and you're gonna need to pick it up and walk with her and walk behind her. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you know when she walking in a silhouette that you can see.
Right.
Now when she get about 55, 60,
Yeah.
you're gonna be dragging in the sand on the beach.
God, dog. Brother Darkness says this is one thing a lot of us may forget is to make sure you have a close network of friends who don't tell you your truth or their truth, just the truth. I definitely agree with that. What's up, Chaos? What's good, Dr. L? The last upload, Mama, she really is tethered to for real, my brother. Yeah, that's true. You got to get somebody who's going to tell you the truth. Listen, man, this ain't it. That ain't it. You know what you're doing? You're making some crazy mistakes. What was their mom like? That should be an example if mom was wife or mother material. Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. You people got to stop looking at, lips, hips, and fingertips and all that kind of stuff and really take a close examination of family, in particular mother, aunties, sisters. You really got to take a look at that and see what kind of environment these people come from. And that goes both ways, men and women, male and female, right? They're not struggling. It's just a man conversation. Hell, I've had conversations like this. The only black woman he really publicly admitted that he was crazy about was Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. Yeah. Chad literally be in the clubs at Atlanta. I seen it myself. Okay. Undisclosed amount. Yeah. I thought it was 30. Yeah. The article that I just pulled up from USA Today, I didn't put it on the screen, but it said, it didn't say how much. Yeah. Nobody knows. He settled everything. Okay, I guess that's why you can talk about it now. I guess it's sooner or later you're gonna get out to Stephen A. Smith here.
Don't know what my girl? Okay, I see a trail. You know what I'm saying? And you got to accept that, Ocho.
Yeah.
Because I really, you know what? I
Oh, hold on a second here. Chaos says she who would not be named. I know I'm talking about, Dr. Els. The one that keeps going after me. She said something again. The last podcast upload, Mama, she really is a tether. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I thought she made another video here. Okay, all right, I'm with you, Chaos. Thank you for that.
walked by the mirror the other day and I was like, damn. I ain't the same guy no more, Ocho.
Man, hold on, you lost it?
I'm not the same guy anymore. And probably when you look at that bank account, you're missing $20-30 million. I guess not. My God. This is gold.
I ain't the same guy no more, Ocho.
Man, hold on, you lost it?
Ocho, I'm telling you, I used to compete in a booth from 25 feet away. That's how your was, Ocho.
Hey,
I ain't that no more. What happened?
Hey, you say you ain't got it like you used to.
I ain't got it like I used to. I
Yeah.
said, well, damn. I'm like, I'm not terrible,
Right.
but I'm looking at how I once was.
Right.
And so if women were to judge me by what I used to be,
Right.
as opposed to what I currently am,
Right.
I ain't gonna get nobody.
Hey,
I know I used
Nobody?
to. Hey, I walked around at 235 with 5% body fat,
Okay.
3%, 4% body fat for years.
Right. Where you
And
at
so
now?
I was like, you know what? I need to give people grace, like I'm asking people to give me grace.
What
hey,
you saying? Hold on, what you saying? You fat now?
now he.
No,
Is 2% body fat? Can you live off that? I had a friend at 4. I'm like, dude, you got to start eating. And he was muscular. I don't know if you can walk around like that every day, 2% body fat. I don't know if you can do that, but whatever.
hey, fat. Oh no, everybody, no stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
Hey, I'm saying his bounce back ain't like it used to be.
Yeah.
His bounce back ain't.
Yeah, Ocho.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm just saying the baby on 26. 26. I will be back. Chat, stay with me till 26. My bad, Thanos. Yeah. But you have to come to the realization, man, and I've come to the realization that hey, it is what it is. Hey, I ain't 27, I ain't 37. Hey,
Just got to keep kicking.
Hey,
Well,
I can
hey,
put
we
one
are,
foot, one foot in front of the other, and just keep going forward.
well, we back. We all the way
Man.
live. I love it.
Man.
No. We all the way back. But you better believe 26 it's gonna be on the cracking.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be part of some of that cool stuff y'all got going.
Yeah, you know the reason why y'all fell in love with Uncle Ocho nightcap. 26.
26.
Yeah, 2 more months. Yeah, y'all know. I got these jokes. I ain't in the joke telling business like Quake, but I got some. But man, this
Yeah, it says this. I just AI'd that. You can always go off of what AI says, but it says no human can survive on 2% body fat for a long time. Yeah, that's like bodybuilder stuff, right? You can't live off of that forever. I mean, for months. You know, that's like it takes what 4 to 6 months when they start cutting to get down to 2% body fat. And then once they get there, then they got as soon as the show is over, they got to start binge eating again. You can't survive off of 2% body fat. But whatever.
man, you know when you out there, you know what I'm saying, you know you driving, you just spend a lot of time. You know, I've had a lot of time to think because you know my grandma used to say, boy, she said you either walking into the storm, you in the storm, or you walking out of it.
Yes, sir.
She say everybody going through something, son.
Yeah,
Telling you.
come on now.
Boy. And when you in that storm, when you in the eye of the storm, the eye of the storm dropped down in New Orleans, Katrina. That was the eye.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't know if it's ever. Like when is this gonna be over? How much longer?
Man, hello.
Where do I go? When does it end? What did
Hey,
but
the eye of the storm could be out.
Ocho, I read a quote many, many years ago. It said a lesson that's not learned in blood is destined to be repeated. I had a conversation with my brother probably about 2 months ago. And he called me. And I said, well, you know, he knew what was going on because I called him and told him or heard time. And then something else came out. Then something else came out. Then something else came out. Then ESPN came out. He said, Shannon, there's a lesson in here somewhere. For you to be going through what you're going through, there is a lesson.
I mean, they're trying to make this look all deep. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're trying to make this look all deep. Everybody told you. You got chewed out on darn near national TV streaming service by Monique. Told you can't do it. You can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. And now you learn this lesson. Now, at 50 plus years old, come on, man.
It's on you to figure it out.
Yeah.
I said, man, I sure wish he said, you know what? He said, no, that's not the plan. He said, if you knew what it was, you would circumvent the lesson.
Right.
He said, no, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He said, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And people, when y'all see me, I don't want y'all to have the wrong impression. But I'm just very guarded now. I'm very, very guarded.
Now he, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He met a woman. Dealt with her for, I don't even know how long it was. 2 years, something like that. 2 years. Met her when she was 19, something like she's 21, 22 when they started whatever, when it's finished off or something like that. 2-3 years. Didn't learn his lesson, didn't learn anything, didn't understand anything. And now you get it. That I mean, that is a lesson for everyone else, man, to really understand. Had to pay her millions of dollars. We don't know what it was. Had to pay her millions of dollars to go away. And you know, here's one thing that Kevin Samuels used to talk about and why men in high powered positions are usually married, because they don't want all these different foxes running around the hen house. Because this is what happens. You open up the company to lawsuits. Now, being married doesn't stop you, but it can be a mitigating factor. It doesn't stop. I mean, of course, there's obviously infidelity and all this other kind of stuff, but A guy who's not married and just running around here with nobody to go home to, no responsibility, nothing to lose for himself. So this brother lost millions of dollars and wasn't even married to her, dealt with her for 3 years, versus a guy who maybe in his position would have lost something for millions of dollars. At least he was married to her at some point and had kids with her. But this dude did nothing but some inappropriate, well, I don't even say inappropriate, but some text messages going back and forth, voice messages going back and forth. So this is definitely a lesson for brothers out there who are on their way up, trying to make it in the corporate world, to learn these lessons today, to learn from Shannon Sharpe, Kevin Samuels, everyone else, to say, listen, you can't just run around as a rooster in a hen house, just plucking everybody. You can't do it. And this lesson that he learned, that he just said, that quotation, a lesson that's not learned in blood. I've never heard that. Let's just say it's a real saying, but it takes, you got to learn these lessons now. You got to learn these lessons today. And you got to look up to brothers like this and say, I'm not going to be like that. Learn from their mistakes, right? Because a smart person will learn from their own mistakes, but a wise person will learn from the mistakes of others. And so hopefully what he's saying, while I'm having a good laugh about it, certainly not at his expense, but it's just ironic. I'm laughing at the irony of this because people tried to tell you. Somebody should have told you this a long time ago. I'm sure your brother tried to tell you. Sure, some coaches tried to tell you. I'm sure other people tried to tell you, try to give you this game along the way. You can't just run around here like that. Can't just run around here like that. Guard it, just figure it out. Mama said ain't no fool like an old fool. From what I've seen in the tabloids, in athletic ability does not provide game to athletes. I thought they were trying to do that. I know the NBA was trying to give these people game. When you come into the league, particularly when they were allowing 18-year-olds doing that. Obviously, they're not doing that anymore. But they tried to tell them. It was part of the process about being acclimated into the NBA. Here's your coach. Here's where you're going to be. Here's what time to show up for practice. And you got to go over here and learn this financial responsibility. Oh, yeah. And all these women are going to be coming at you. You got to protect yourself. Matter of fact, I know somebody used to play in the NBA. I'm going to see if I can get him to come on the show and see what they talk about behind the scenes. I'm going to try to get him to come on. I think he's coaching now, so he might not be able to do it. But he's in my ex's family and goes to the Christmases and all that kind of stuff. So he's still very active. I'm gonna see if I can get him to come on and talk about what they talk about in the NBA. Try to work that out. Child, after he done leaked a hot mic and got sued. Better late than never. That chick was an OnlyFans model from the beginning. He was goofy. Yeah, he was definitely goofy. Definitely. The landscape has changed drastically, and we all know that because of what's happening now. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Yes, by all means, these men need to be guarded. Absolutely. It's not Kevin Ollie. It's not Kevin Ollie. I'm not going to say who it is, but he was in the league for about 10 years or so. And he's coaching now. It's not Kevin Ollie, though. But I'll try to get him. I'll let you guys know.
I was always on alert, but I'm on high alert because I really don't know who I can really trust. Because what I've seen over the last 6 months, there are very few people that you can actually trust.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Very, very, very few.
Man.
And there are people that said some things, and it's gotten back to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And you remember we had this conversation, Ocho, about being down and then people feel like they can pile on.
Yeah.
But I'm just very I'm very matter of fact. Hey, how you doing? It's nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going about I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm on my way because I don't want people. Yeah, I had a conversation and Jeff, because if you stay too long, Ocho, the more people, and this is what I had to learn, and somebody told me this.
Mm-hmm.
They say, Shannon, the more people you become involved with, the more stories there is to be told.
Mm.
Circle got to be crazy small.
Listen, this is why men keep their circle small. This is why they're actually doing a good job here of elaborating about this. Shout out to the person who sent this to me an email for me to review. This is actually some really good game. I thought it was going to be very comical and all that, but there's actually given some really good game. And if you've been burned, right, you want to know why guys keep to themselves, particularly as they mature and get older. They recognize you can't trust everyone. People will tell their secrets. People try to sleep with their women. right? You can't trust it. They keep their circles small. They're really giving some good game. You see this brother, you should see Shannon take his glasses off. He really about to drop something. I don't know what he's gonna say, but this is really important here for men to understand. You're a man of means on your game on your way up. You know that you got people cheering for your downfall, inhibiting your downfall, or trying to facilitate your downfall, throwing obstacles at you to try to trip you up. You got to recognize this. That this is what it is. This is what it is. You got to keep going, but you got to keep your circle small. You can't talk to everyone. You can't trust everyone with your secrets. Somebody in the comment wrote about, you got to have a small circle of friends who will tell you not their truth, not your truth, but the truth. You need that. Absolutely 100% need that. They're really dropping some game right here. And it's sad that this was a hard lesson, because had he listened to other people, as we said before, he wouldn't be in this situation. But hopefully he, Chad, and Joe Johnson will keep on this track, and every other young brother who's in the NBA, NFL, if there's any black people left in Major League Baseball, any of that, and those who are in the corporate business world as well, because they get tripped up. Those brothers walking around Wall Street as well. You in a big time law firm as a black dude in a big time law firm and all this type of stuff, you can get tripped up just as well. Just as well. I know brothers in the police department on their way skyrocketing up, becoming deputy chiefs and assistant chiefs and chiefs. Start messing around with the female recruits and cadets and stuff. Saw all the time. Crazy. This is good. This is some good stuff right here. Make sure I hit the like button. Yeah, recognize when he took his glasses off. Listen, some of you talking to somebody gonna take their glasses off. They're gonna say something crazy, something deep, crazy.
The more people you're involved with, Shannon, the more stories there are to be told.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I appreciate you, Ocho, because you're like, hey, when you text me, Unc, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to go through, we going through it. You ain't by yourself.
Hey, till the wheels fall the fuck off. Shit, you gave me opportunity.
There are so many people, Ocho and Joe,
where I'm going,
that used to call, that used to text.
Yeah.
I ain't heard from them since this happened.
Listen, when I went through my divorce, my first one in particular, people stopped calling, people stopped texting. That is not a lie right there. And that's just that. I'm sure everybody else has a story, but when you go through something serious, right, you know who your friends are when you go through a tragedy. You come down with some illness, some sickness, go through a divorce, loss of a child, something traumatic. Who's there? Who's there at that time? Who's there at that time? Good stuff right here.
But that's all right, though. That's all right, though.
Man, please.
Yeah, keep it moving, baby.
Maybe this is what, I don't wish this on anybody, but what it did do is it really showed me who's really, really there.
Right.
There are a lot of people on the peripheral when things were going well, we're at the apex and getting invited to everything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ain't called. And I'm talking about, we were talking once a month, twice a month.
Right. Are we gonna come back?
But I see.
Yeah, and I think about too.
He's hurt by that. You could tell he's hurt by that. He's fighting back some stuff right there. He's hurt by that because you thought these were your people. He thought these was your mans. He's hurt by that, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. We talk about mental health, male mental health, and why when guys go through things, they tend to bottle things up and tend to self-delete at a higher rate than ladies. You just witnessed why. We just witnessed why. The people who should have been reaching out to him, telling him it's okay. I'm gonna take you to lunch, I'm gonna take you to dinner, come over, just chill with you, make sure you're okay. We all know that he brought it on himself, but that doesn't stop the inner turmoil and inner pain. It doesn't stop it. And that message that Joe Johnson just said, you know, you got to keep going, got to keep pushing, keep going through it. He needed to hear that 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Somebody needed to call him. I don't know if they did or not, but he said a lot of people didn't, that he thought was his man's. Man, that hurts. That hurts. When you're going through pain and problems and trouble, you need people around you. You need people around you.
Joe, you had to think about, what you had to go through. I've been in the eye of that storm too now.
Mm-hmm.
Big time in front of the world.
Yeah.
So I had to take my licks. I had to
You got it.
And I had, hey, Joe, boy, them calls stopped. Ain't heard from nobody. My circle was always small. So my same circle was right there, to lift me up. But I already knew I was going to sit for a minute.
Yeah.
For a long time. Joe, it was quiet for maybe 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, you know how long 6 years is?
Hell
Ain't
yeah.
nothing coming. No, nothing. You just, and then here we go. You give me an opportunity, while everything is back going, motion is going good.
Yeah.
And then you think I had a nerve to jump ship just because you going through what I had to go through years ago. What the fuck I'm going? I know what it's like.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the chat. Everybody say Stephen A. No, I will say this. Stephen A. has called me and been there every step of the way. I will say that. I will say Stephen A. have reached out. He's called, asked me anything. Juvie, he's like, man, Juvie just wanted to say, hey, that's his boy. He just wanted to say, hey, you good? Hey, you good? I'm good. I'm good. Look, I know a lot of people say a lot of things about Stephen A. All I can attest to is the way Stephen A. is with Shannon. And he's been great because when I went through what I was going through at Fox, he was there. Mm-hmm. When I was going through what this, he was calling anything I could do. What can I do? I won't get into private conversations that we have because that's between he and I.
Right.
Well, there are a lot of other people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of the parcel of land. There were a few, quite a few. But you know what? I've been down before. This public lashing and ridicule and scorn and humiliation.
Been there.
Take your lumps. But it took me a while to realize, like, hold on. You call the people that you're closest to, brother, mom, sister, kids, best friend, Bucket Burns. You explain to them what? They say, bro, we good. Once I got to that, Ocho, you and I talked about this. So, man, look, it is what it is. I'm gonna be all right.
I ain't even want to hear it. We good.
Sunshine follows rain.
What time the next show?
Right.
Hey, Joe, that's all I want to know. What time is the next show?
That's exactly what you said. He did.
That was a good episode. Shout out to the one who sent it to me. I appreciate that. That was a good episode. They really dropped some game right there. Really, really dropped some game right there. You got to be there. And sometimes it's about pushing through. And yeah, Ocho's right. What time's the next show? I'm your man no matter what. I'm your man no matter what. We cool no matter what. I'm gonna correct you. I'm gonna talk to you, but I know you need my help right now. I know you need to hear everything's gonna be all right. I know you need that. They ever released them Epstein files, they might need to hear that too. But yeah, that was a good episode. That was definitely a good episode, and it was something that we need to hear and really try to understand about what goes on with men a lot of times, and we need someone to be there for us. So I'm gonna rename this something. Put up a screenshot of it. I do appreciate y'all dropping in. Stephen A. is the friend you grew up with, but you knew but didn't want to believe. Yeah. You need people like that is going to call you. You need people like that's going to call you, check on you, make sure you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. So, all right, that's it. That's all I got for tonight. I just want to do that. I was going to record it, but I said if I'm going to watch it and do it, I just do it live. That way I don't got to worry about editing and all that kind of stuff. Thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. If you have anything else you want me to review or anything like that, but this was really, really good. Y'all hit the like button. Where are we at? Where's my email at? Yeah, here it is. Anything else you want me to talk about or whatever, there's the email at the bottom. Appreciate y'all. Tomorrow, Kosher Clinician is going to be on the show. That's at 6 p.m. I'm joining another, I think it's podcast, Manversations on Sunday at 8 p.m. I'll put that announcement up when I get it. But anyway, thank y'all for checking out the show tonight. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Yeah, I appreciate that. Y'all have a great weekend. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. It was something to learn from this. Absolutely. It was something to learn from that. Hit the like button on your way out. I would appreciate it. Y'all take care. Much love and peace. I'm hungry. I got to eat.